Okay, welcome back. We are stepping into VOD number 2, so 2 of our RV playthrough. We are just outside of a small town right now. I don't know if this will open the map properly while we're in here. Okay, yeah. So we're just coming on like the outskirts of this little town area. We've got some shops we want to check out here. I think we're going to sleep through the night, and then we'll resume in the morning. But if you haven't watched any of this yet, there is another episode already available on the VOD channel that you might want to watch first. But we are using the RV interior mod to live in the back of a truck, and that is our goal, is to survive and make this into a suitable safe house. We've just had a nightmare, which is not great. I'm going to take the time to clean these bandages. It's a strange looking RV, looks kind of like a lorry. Yeah, well, the mod's called RV interior, but it does it for a lot of vehicles. This is a lorry, it's a truck. Big old truck. That was indeed the goal. Now, I don't have anything to ease me back to sleep, so I think if we just read for a little bit. I miss this game, but got so bored playing it by myself all the time. Yeah, I feel it. A lot of people are in a similar boat, I think. With regards to build 42. A lot of people just waiting for it to reach stable. I understand. We're just going to keep checking on this because I'd like to sleep as long as we can, to be honest. Even on build 41, I don't have friends who own this game. Ah, gotcha. Gotcha. Again, that's kind of why I'm glad that we have the Patreon server. I'm very lucky to have a very supportive and friendly community, and it's good to be able to just jump in a server when I fancy playing on multiplayer. Odyssey, thank you very much for the follow, and Tens Dender, thank you. I drank all the water in that pack already. Damn. Suppose we have been in here for a while, haven't we? Okay, we can sleep again. I must split for now. Glad I was able to catch some live duck action. Hope to catch you again soon. When is the next PC stream after this? I don't want to promise anything, but I'm hoping to stream again tomorrow, Trudgeon. I'm hoping to stream again tomorrow. And the plan tomorrow would be Project Zomboid followed by Voices of the Void. I think. Or Terminus, one of the two. Same time as today, roughly same kind of time period, I would say, yeah. It's hard for me to say because I really don't work on a schedule with regards to live streams because, like I say, it's kind of a fun part of what I do and just kind of the side hobby that I like doing. So I kind of have to fit it in around everything else. But I think roughly the same time. Oh. Okay. Well, there was more attention than I wanted. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you. If you join the Discord, which is !Discord in the chat, we have a role that you can opt in for, and it will notify you when I go live and when a VOD goes up on the VOD channel too. Thanks, Tiger. Appreciate it, man. Hope you're having a good Thursday. Veggie Bull, thank you very much for the follow. Oh my god, Frank, what is... Dude, what is going on with you today? That is absolutely vile, dude. I'm being gassed by my own dog. Hashtag let fart Frank. Let Frank fart. If I draw too many zombies and lose that aggro, do they spread out and disperse over time, or how does it work? So I would say, like, your biggest thing is learn how to separate zombies from a group, and if you draw too many, learn how best to lose them. So, but yes, they all move at slightly different speeds usually. So, like, if you draw them away from where they were initially pulled, you'll naturally split them up a little bit. But, like, if you just edge closer to a group until you, like, pull one or two away, like this, right? So I've got two of these zombies' attention now, and I can just pull them back over here and deal with them nice and cleanly. And it's always best to pull zombies back into areas you have already cleared, right? Kind of sounds like common sense when you say it out loud, but also, like, it's something you don't think about a lot of the time. But just pull them into areas that you've already cleared. Like, I know I've killed a big group here, so there's unlikely to be many more. And it's going to be safer than the other areas around me. That was a gun store. Not too worried about that, to be honest. Wandering zombies have a leader that they follow and they won't go far from them. So they work in, like, rally groups. I'm not sure if one zombie is designated as the leader of that rally group, but yeah, they will form rally groups of certain sizes depending on what your sandbox settings are. And that's why they kind of bunch up. But aggroing them is a good way to sort of, like, split them apart. There's no guarantee that they're gonna stay attached to that rally group if you kind of like separate them a bit. They might form their own rally groups. Some zombies just don't attach to them. I don't know the inner workings, but that's why you see like some of like individual zombies like that, and then you get 5 all stood kind of together. And then other times it'll be like a massive group. Rally groups. Are you just full of gas today, Frank? Is this what's happening? Because you just burped as well. Are you just a gassy boy? Are you? I got some fog setting in. I think. Possibly. Could just be the water on the ground, which is what I'm hoping it is. At least it's random, but did they fix the spawning of Zeds in the house? Because I have a case of a respawn in the same world and a different character. Okay, so Kai, that's because because of what you've just said. Because you're spawning in the same world, a world that has already been ongoing, that means that any house could have zombies in it, right? Whereas when you start the game, initially, when you first start a new character in a new world, those buildings that would operate as spawn points do not have zombies in them. So your spawn house will not have zombies in when you start a new character in a new world, but as time passes, zombies will start to fill those buildings. So if you start a new character in the same world, there is just a chance of you not spawning in a safe spot. Also, there is a bug that I don't know if it's a bug or whether it's intended or not. Really, basements in your starter building can have zombies in right now. Yo, what up, Emil? Been a while since I tuned in to stream. Been on a road trip across Europe the last month. Cool, man. Where did you go? Like, what kind of places did you go to? As for what's new, we are living in the back of a truck on a nomad run. This playthrough. Damn, that zombie must have spotted me from miles away. Is this a late start? Yeah, we're running the 10 years later mod. And we're starting in about, what month are we in? We're in December now. How many days are we? Yeah, so we started in December. Okay, sizable group in the trees here. Have to watch that because I don't really know how many there are. A lot of like small houses here. Let me check our Project Zomboid map real quick. Yeah, so I think these are just like small houses. The gas station is round the corner. And then there's a diner. The gas station would be really, really, really good if we can find just a little bit of gas. We need either a vehicle with a little bit of gas in it, or we need well, no, we can take some from our vehicle, right? We can take some. No, we can't because we need a hose. That's right. So we need like either a gas can with a little bit of gas in it already, or we need a hose, and then we can get the gas station up and running. Get some gas from Frank. Oh, he's giving me plenty. It's really frustrating. These zombies are all kind of like of the same speed, so separating them is proving a little bit difficult. So we're just going to try and use some buildings. Get them a little bit more separated. I fucking hate that bug. I forget about it every time. And I can just feel that it's going to be a bug that is around for ages. It's going to be the new vehicle door bug of Build 42. I just know that's going to be around for forever. Basically, to explain the bug to people that are wondering what I'm talking about here, is the targeting system targets the zombie that has already been on the ground rather than the zombie that is coming out of the window, which means that you just hit the one that's no threat to you, and the one that climbs through the window will always get a hit on you. Really, really frustrating bug. Duck, have you played Enshrouded? Yes. Actually did a couple of YouTube videos on Enshrouded. Can we wear this over our jacket? Nah. Sadly not. There's a zombie in here, I think. I'm sorry. Is that name what I think it is? How the heck did you get away with that one? Teach me your secrets. Teach me your secrets. Thank you for the Prime sub. Anal XXL. Very much appreciate that. Some people say that streaming isn't a real job, chat. And that I should go out and get a real job, but I don't know. I feel like I should just show them this, you know, show them this moment. And they wouldn't, they couldn't question it. Ooh, some pants. Some pants that aren't ripped. Oh yeah, brother. I remember seeing those videos, so that was some times ago, I think. They put a lot of updates. Yeah, you're right. We should go back to it at some point. As with many things, right now it is just a case of like there are too many games. Like I've got the Terminus Zombie Survivor sponsorship, and I kind of want to play that like on stream as well. We've got the Voices of the Void that I want to check out. Dandelion Voids just come through today. I don't know if we have a welding torch. There's a bunch of stuff that I want to, you know, play and stream, but it do be a matter of time and availability. And I gotta keep playing Project Zomboid too, because it's what the people want. Oh, you can see that tree. I'm out of coffee. No. Excellent. Yeah, I'm busy IRL as well. I'm not playing as much as I did /want. Yeah. Oh, you know what game me and Ash are playing, Rye, that we played a while ago and like never really finished? We're playing Dawn of War 2. And we're gonna do the couple like DLC campaigns. I didn't realize, but like the two DLC have like their own campaigns, which I guess I never played back then. But to be honest, yeah, I know it's kind of funny to say it, but me and Ash are seeing that as like kind of work related, because we've been doing that Warhammer 40k lore channel on YouTube, right? And so like playing some more like Dawn of War games, and just like getting Ash more familiar with 40k and stuff like that, and me reacquainting with certain parts of it, and it's proven very beneficial. But at the same time, it's also just because I like 40k. A lot of fun actually, be playing that so far. Are you familiar with a mod called Pack Mule? Yes, I've seen it. Don't think I've played with it myself. 1 liter carton of wine. Hell yeah, dude. Have you played the Battle Sector Warhammer 40k game? I've not, no. One that I really want to play in the 40k universe that I haven't yet is Rogue Trader. Because they just announced, like, I think it was at Gamescom, they just announced Warhammer 40k Dark Heresy, which is made by the same people that did the Pathfinder games, Owlcat Studios, I think. And I really want to play Rogue Trader before that comes out. Kind of a similar, very similar sort of game. Not sure if it's actually the same people that did Rogue Trader as well, but Rogue Trader is supposed to be super good. Yeah, I mean it is from what I hear. The trouble is, oh my god, there's so many zombies, but I kind of want to clear this out. The trouble is though, as with any 40k game, is that unless you catch it in a sale at some point, it's gonna be full price. And it's like, what I mean by that is they don't ever bring the full price down. It's still gonna be the same price as when it was released, so you have to try and catch it on a sale. Like, what's hilarious to me is when me and Ash were like talking about playing Dawn of War 2, which is a game from 2009, by the way. It was still priced at $29.99 in British pounds. So what is that, like $34 or something like that? And we're 16 years on from its release. At the time, that was its release price. So it's just freaking crazy. It was part of July's Humble Bundle, Humble Monthly, I suppose. There are a few keys available. Oh yeah, I should look at that. Maybe there's somewhere else I can pick that up. I think it's on Game Pass. Ooh. What, Battle Sector or Rogue Trader? It is. Owlcat did Rogue Trader 2. I thought so. I didn't want to say without knowing for sure. I thought they did. Hiya Luke, hello. Agus Rolino, hello. Yeah, shameless self-plug, by the way. If you're interested in Warhammer 40k stuff, or you like it, it is a brand new channel that has nothing to do with my existing channels at all. It is a new project that we're doing just for fun and to give me to sort of like try and put some of that creative fun back in doing YouTube stuff. This is the channel that we're making these videos on, Game Herald. We've got 2 long form videos up and a bunch of shorts already. Our shorts are doing particularly well for a new channel. We've only got like 500 subscribers right now, but yeah, if you like 40k or you've been like struggling to kind of like figure out where to get started with the lore, then and you don't mind listening to me natter on about pointless video game bullshit, then maybe the channel will be of interest to you. Game Pass is awesome. I kind of hate that it's giving, like, you know, Microsoft and all that like a big monopoly on gaming, but you can't argue with that value. Well, now I have to because you said Nats are on. What up, saying Koi? Hello, hello. Yeah, I don't know what we're doing for our next long form video on that channel, actually. We did one thing on the Carcharodons, and then the most recent video we've done was like a brief history on like why the Space Marines were created and how they evolved over time. Are these zombies blind, brother? I bet they've all got super short sight radius and they'll all just aggro at once. Game Pass is a completely unsustainable model, but it is really nice. I think it's just being kept alive by Microsoft's infinite pool of money. I don't know, man. Especially smaller games. I feel like Microsoft probably offers them a pittance in compared to how much they're making in subscriptions. The thing is, right, is you have to think about how much indirect revenue it's going to make. So not only are you bringing in like however much they're bringing in on the subscriptions, and there are probably several costs that eat most of that up. Two, they're banking on longevity, right? The thing about subscriptions is that like 9 out of 10 people forget subscriptions somewhere along the line. I bet there's a bunch of you people watching now that have Twitch subs that you haven't used in like 6 months. The thing with subscription models is that money is only going to build. You know what I mean? Like, it's very unlikely that Microsoft is going to see that number go down month on month. It is just going to keep climbing and keep climbing and keep climbing because more and more people are going to buy it. More and more people are going to forget that it's there, and that's going to result in like net growth instead of net decline. So I don't necessarily think that it's an unsustainable model. If anything, I would say it's probably an investment for them at the moment, but they're banking on like long-term profit. You know what I'm saying? Are you just following and donating and subscribing so that I have to say the word anal? Is this what's happening right now? Is this what the world has come to? Don't be so anal about it. Yeah, sorry, you're right. My bad. Might be. Oh, chips. My bad. Jeez. That's a lot of zombies. You know we're about 40k over here anyway. He's been in it for years, but I'm recently deep diving into lore, so I'm excited to see what you're doing over there. I appreciate it, Tink. Thank you. As if you wouldn't have said anal anyway, but paid anal. Yeah, this is it. I'm getting paid to say anal. And once again, I refer to my previous statement. Some people say that Twitch isn't a real job, you know? Can you believe that? I don't think I checked out these houses. I wasn't planning to, but now I kind of need the food. It's quite funny, we've got like a couple whole chickens frozen in our freezer, but I don't have a stove or whatever to cook them. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I'd make an argument this job is in the same circumstance as sports. Sports commentary, entertainment. The same as any entertainment job, really. People that say Twitch isn't a real job are just jelly. Literally, that's all it comes down to. It's just jealousy that someone can do something they enjoy for a living while they're stuck with this weird idea that they need to do something that they don't enjoy but makes a lot of money. Like, actually turns out happiness is just doing what you want to do with your life. Who would have thought, you know? Who are these people saying that? Some weirdos with a traditional labor career? I mean, mostly, yeah. Most of the people that say, like, man, you know, YouTube isn't a real job. Twitch isn't a real job. It's, yeah, it's mostly people that are in, like, traditional labor positions that have done hard graft all their life. Hard work and blood, sweat, and tears. I walked 12 hours to mine, both ways uphill with me pa. They probably hate it because they hate their jobs, therefore everyone else should hate their job. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's jealousy. Rejection and jealousy. What's up, Kaj? Hello. Thank you for the follow. And Mr. Cruz as well. This is exactly what Captain Promotable said, just jealousy. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Captain is onto something. So I think, chat, with my skills, I can actually, because we've now got, we've now got a screwdriver, so I can pick up one of these ovens. We can just have like an actual functioning oven in our base. The tricky part is getting it back to the van, but I've got space right now. Is this gonna make a shitload of noise? Just casually throwing an oven in my backpack. I think it did make a bit of noise. I'm hearing some coming through the house. The scarecrow got clothes on. Have they started putting clothes on the scarecrow models now? I thought they still look like mannequins. Is it just the model, or does it actually have clothes on it? It actually has clothes! The crafted burlap stuff. I don't know what that zombie's banging against. I think it might be the scarecrow. It might also be the fence. Propane tank might come in handy, but I don't really have the stuff for it. That rug would look pretty cool in our base too. You know what? I'm coming back here. We're gonna steal that TV unit. We're gonna steal like the rug. I'm even gonna take this wheelie bin. And if you're wondering why the heck is Duck bothering with a wheelie bin, it's because bins have a function that allow you to delete things. Delete items. Having a bin somewhere in your base is actually like really, really handy. Hello, is Atomic using a mod? Yes, several. Exclamation mark mods. My motto for unsolicited opinions about my life is if you're not feeding me, fucking me, or financing me, mind your business. I like that. Good, 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 good. That looks fine. X years later isn't on there. Oh, did I not put 10 years later on that list? It should have been on there. If it's not, my apologies. Yeah, you're right. It's not on there. I'll have to add 10 years later. Where's I'm Just X been at? I missed that rascal. Not sure. It's been... I think he stopped streaming for the most part, man. It's been a minute since I spoke to X. He stops in every once in a while, but it's been a while. Okay, I didn't have a welding mask, so that's cool. Hang on, chat. Kaj, thank you very much for the Prime sub. I appreciate that. Thank you. Much obliged. Chat, can I get some MrAtomicDucks in the chat, please? Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna do the timeless classic. I'm gonna cook a whole chicken and then just pick it apart with my bare hands. I'm gonna sit in the back of my truck and I'm gonna eat a chicken with my bare hands. Like I just bought it from the deli, you know? Straight off the deli counter. That's not an apocalypse activity. That's something I do regularly. Yep. It's a classic. What up, Nordic? Okay, so you're not years in then? No. We are using the mod. We are using 10 years later. I just haven't added it to the mod list. I think technically we are like the preset is based off the 6 months later preset. But we are running the 10 years later mod. I just forgot to put it in the mod list. My apologies. Shotgun trajectory enjoyer, a man of culture. Yeah, I've never actually used the mod in my own playthrough, but I definitely know that I prefer the build 41 shotgun to the build 42 version. So how does Frank feel about fresh cooked chicken, and do you have to pay the appropriate Frenchy tax? I mean, Frank just likes food in general. He just loves food, dude. He actually he got very, very acquainted with cooked chicken after his surgery because well, sorry, not after his surgery, before his surgery, when he was having some meds that he needed to try and get his like bile production down before his surgery, because he was having his meds wrapped up in little bits of cooked chicken, like the spoiled boy that he is. Yo, so many subs today, guys. Holy crap. What is it, payday? Thank you, Pittsburgh Dave. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Hope you're having a good one. Thank you, thank you. Oh, look at that. The breakfast of champions. Just eating whole chicken. That was a funny eating animation. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, thank you. Wait. Wait. That's not just any subtrain. That's a golden capper subtrain. I've never had one of those before. Does that mean that you guys can unlock the golden capper? Ah, yeah, so you contribute to earn it for 24 hours. Damn, dude. I've never had one of those before. Cool. Now you can all get scammed in a new and exciting way, chat. May God have mercy on our souls. So what actually do I want in here? We need a rug and a TV and a little table for the TV. And then maybe like a two slot table to put here, I think. Will be the goal, right? I love getting scammed in new and exciting ways. Or have I got news for you, valued viewer? Who is definitely not a paid actor. Goodness. Rawness, thank you very much for the sub as well. Thank you, thank you. Here from YouTube as well. So many of you today. Coming in from YouTube, thank you. God damn it, Anal, would you stop making me say your bloody name? Anal, thank you very much for the gifted sub to Exotic Munchie 420. Anal following rawness is pretty poetic. Alert gets better every time I hear it. Every time I hear it. Hits for Dave. Thank you very much for the 1,000 bits, my friend. Oh man, it's been a while since I heard that one. 1,000 bits. Okay. And then I want the rug. Oh, I'll have the wall clock as well, actually. Go on then. Everybody get some bread. Bread. Do this now. Captain Promotable. Give you the tier 1 for 8 months, buddy. Look at all you guys unlocking the golden kappa. Yo! Pink! Thank you. Holy shit. What is that, 5 gifties? Thank you very, very much. Guys, can we get some MrAtom bread ups, please, in the chat for our very generous community members? Thank you. And subscribing for 9 months in a row. Tink, you are a legend. Thank you very much. Thank you. What in the what is happening with these names? I love it. Yep. So does that mean that all of you guys that have subbed during this golden kappa train thing, does that mean that you have all now got the golden kappa? Or does the train have to finish first? Like, can you guys now use that? Or do you have to wait? Alright, chat, just keeping tabs on this conversation with my agent. The new found you on YouTube, first time catching you live. Hello. Welcome. Also, if I subbed right before it started, like 5 minutes, does that also count? Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure. Look at this place. This place is coming together. I'm liking the look of this, chat. Maybe put the wall clock, do you think? Like next to the light? Up here? Up here looks good. Or, oh, in the middle. Look at that. Between the oven and the freezer. There we go. Sick. Green circled rug. How many is it? 6, right? 6 spots. There we go. Ah, it's not half bad. Considering we've only played for like just over 3 hours or so, I think. I kind of still want to put a table here and then have the radio on it, maybe. Let me just see, like, where do we actually spawn when we go in the RV? So we get dropped here. We need to keep this tile clear, pretty much. Maybe this bit too. Need more freezers. I think we could do with a, to be honest, I think we could do with a mini fridge. Like a little fridge I can put beside the freezer, like right here. That will just have like usable bits that, you know, ready to eat. Gotta paint the walls and a poster or two. Posters would be easy. Yeah. Okay, I'm just pulling up the Project Zomboid map. I'll probably pause in game and share screen with you guys here. Open hype chest. Golden Kappa for 24 hours. Hell yeah, brother. Huge. Well, hey, thank you for getting scammed, chat. I appreciate you. Thank you for being willing to give me your hard-earned money for a little emote in a little chat. And if I sound like I'm being sarcastic, well, suck it up. Okay? That's my advice. The best advice I've got for you. Thanks, guys. Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. You're all awesome. Thank you for the support. Frank is so cute. He's so content just to lay in the office at my feet, snoozing or playing with his ball or whatever it is all day. And I caught him doing the cutest thing earlier, chat. He took himself outside with his ball, right? So I was sat on the sofa having a coffee, just got browsing social media, just like had a little bit of something to eat for breakfast. I was sitting on the sofa browsing the internet, and he takes himself outside with his ball, and then he goes and finds where the sun is hitting right at the bottom of the garden on the decking. They have a little bit of a decking area at the foot of the garden. He went all the way to the bottom of the garden, sat there on the decking in the sun with his ball in his mouth, and was just like sat there sunning. Like, he just looked so content. He was just sat there sunbathing. And then he got himself, he did what every dog does in the sun. He got himself too hot, and then he came in and was like panting. Which is kind of like one of those situations where it's like, well, you put yourself there, buddy boy. But yes, he's a very cute Doge. I'm just looking at Mad Dan's den. Oh, sorry, I was meant to be screen sharing this. Here we go. I'm just looking at Mad Dan's den to see if there's like maybe any furniture that I could benefit from still. It's frozen now. Why does it freeze when I go full screen? The heck? Alright, well, I guess we won't full screen it then. So, I could get a table from there, but I could get a table from where we just were, to be honest. Oh, that's one thing we could probably do with. The sink. We need space for a sink and a medicine cabinet because we need running water. Was it a Frenchie you said? Yeah. Yeah. A French bulldog. He was rehomed from his previous owner because they couldn't afford the surgery for his BOAS. Can't remember the full name of it, but it's BOAS. Basically the breathing problems that all those breeds have. They couldn't afford the surgery for it, but they could afford to buy 2 more French bulldogs from a breeder. But we won't get too into that today. But anyway, he's had that surgery now. He is with a home that loves him very much. And he's settled down. He's recovering after his op that he had about 2 weeks ago, and he is doing amazing. He is a very, very good boy that just needs a little bit of training to be okay with being on his own in his new house now. And that's pretty much like going to be the main goal over the next like couple weeks, is just to get him used to being on his own for a little bit, build it up slowly, you know. You got plumbing installed in that box truck? Nice. So, well, you can actually, apparently the RV interior mod does actually support you building rain collectors on top of the vehicle. I haven't tried it, but apparently it does. So and as a bonus, he's making your life more fragrant and helping you get rid of all those dog biscuits you had lying around. He's certainly doing the first one today, let me tell you. I told Tink the last couple of weeks were so shitty I was unironically hell yeah brothering whenever anything went my way. Dude, there's there's a certain reaction that the male body has when you say the words hell yeah brother. Okay, I can't explain it. But it makes us feel better. Okay? The very act of saying the words hell yeah brother, and you've got to put like you know, you really got to put the twang on the brother, you know, otherwise it doesn't count. There's just something it does. I'm telling you. I think I want to go to this farm. Looking at it, like they've got a lot of like produce in the garden, and I'm guessing most of it will have rotted by now, but I do want to check. They've also got a brewery out the back. There's some sort of like interesting furniture that we might actually be able to benefit from. They've got a water well. Could potentially like stock up on some water if there's like a bucket or something that I can like store it all in. Same feeling as Yas Queen, exactly. I'm sure that is the same feeling. I'm not one that frequents that phrase, but I am sure that is the same feeling. 100%. I like how many more little communities and locations there are on the map now compared to back when I was playing PC. Oh yeah. Hill 42 has added a lot of cool areas. After 4 nights of getting my ass kicked, absolutely, I make it sound like Randy Savage, and it helped a little. I understand. Second. Ooh, drama. Drama. Can't get into too much detail about said drama chat, but let me just tell you, sponsorships are not all sunshine and rainbows sometimes in the content creator universe. How far away from stable build 42 do you think we are? It's really boring response, and I know my community's like used to hearing me say this by now, but I kind of just don't like to speculate because people attach a little bit more value to it than they should when I say shit like that. I don't really know. The only thing I can say is that it was, with build 41, it was about a year between unstable and multiplayer. However, they said back then in the blogs and whatever else that they didn't want build 42 to take as long as build 41 did. Also, that said, I don't see them coming through with that. Ooh. Hey, am I in the right place? I am in the right place. This is just like an extra cabbage patch. I'd be thrilled if build 42 multiplayer comes out by the whole. I mean, this is the thing, right? Is so would I, but do I think it's gonna happen? Probably not. I would love to be pleasantly surprised, but at the end of the day, right? One of the biggest things that they said they wanted in build 42 was a new crafting system fleshed out and done. Right? And at the minute, I think we are very far from that. I can't see a world where this crafting system is finished within the next, like, few months. Unless they really pull their socks up and get, like, really get down to it. And, you know, I'm not one to encourage crunch culture or anything like that, so. I think we've got a long time to wait. Let's put it that way. Looks like all of these are ready to harvest. Which doesn't feel very 6 months later, to be honest. But I'll take some of them. I'll look. They're not going to give me a huge amount because they're I can't remember if that was just like a balancing feature of this or whether it's something I turned down in the settings. They're not going to give us very many each. In fact, we seem to just be getting one. I can take a handful of these. Actually, a handful wouldn't be very much if we're talking cabbages, would it? It would be a cabbage. What up, Jim? Are you not working today, Jim? Are you off work? Is that why you asked about playing video games today? Think from across the room when Duck says they wanted crafting done. It's still shit. Well, not shit, but man, it's far away. No, I honestly, No, okay. You know what I was about to say? Like, no, honestly, like, you know, we can say it's shit. But I actually don't think it is shit. I think the UI is shit. The crafting system itself, I'm fully behind the idea of like longevity and adding more to the whole what's the word I'm looking for, to the like wilderness survival side of things as well. I just don't think it's been executed very well. Speaking plainly, I think the whole UI needs overhauling. I think whoever's working on that right now, I'm not saying they need to be fired. I just want to be clear about that before I say this. I'm not saying they need to be fired, but I think the person who is working on the crafting UI right now needs to be moved on to something else, because their focus is not on design and ease of use. It is clearly on functionality. And unfortunately, when you are building a crafting system that is that large and complex and is splitting off into this big tech tree, it needs to be easy to use and easily digestible. And it's just not. It is built with a programmer mind and not with a UI designer or UX designer mind. Personally, I just think, and like the fact that we've had mods like the ones that have been generated by Rocco, like these ones, if I just very quickly show you, need to figure out how to make this bigger. There we go. So this is an alternate version of the build menu through a mod that I'm running. Personally, if a modder can make this, which I think is already much better than what we've got right now, I don't necessarily understand why we've still got this why like there seems to have not been much said about them potentially looking at somebody to replace said current system that people don't seem to like. I'm not saying this is perfect, but I'm saying it's a lot better than the one we've got. Same with the crafting menu. I actually love the crafting menu, because this part is so much easier to work out, and I love that the names pop out. They're not there all the time. I've just got like these little icons, right? It's a lot cleaner. There's not too much information on my screen. I get like a little pop out here, so I can be like, oh, okay, I'll just go down to carpentry. Okay, let's look for a large bellows, and then I don't have all of the substitutable items in here until I click on one, and then it shows me the possible ingredients, you know, and I can search via things that are in here, and it removes that other symbol that says like an item's going to be consumed. We know that we're building something. We don't need an icon to tell us it's going to be consumed. We only need the icon that's going to tell us it's going to be kept. You know, it's so much easier to digest than the current vanilla version. And if a modder can come up with this, then either hire that modder or hire someone else that can make something better, because the version you've got is not enjoyed by the community. And it was a big part of the survey we did, and it was undeniably the lowest scored part of build 42 was the crafting UI. A lot of people saying that like they like the idea of the crafting, but it was the lowest scoring part of the update, hands down. Anyway, rant over. Sorry about that, chat. Oh, I was laughing because you were way more diplomatic about it. I think the thing is, promotable, is I think it's very easy for content creators just to be like, oh, this feature's trash, man. This fucking sucks. And just be like full of that. And at the end of the day, this is stuff that people have worked on and that they clearly care about. And I feel like there is a way to give constructive feedback and criticism. And it's very important that people in my position, at least, try to do that. Doesn't mean that the general public has to. But I think it's important for people in my position to do that. To be, like, reasonable and polite and, like, give feedback without being a shitty person. You know? Not saying that Tink was. I'm just... In general, I don't like that some content creators just don't think about how they say things and just go and trash like a game without really, like, you know. Random off-topic thing of the day, I suppose. Just taking a look at my map in comparison to the... Okay, so it's the dirt road coming up on the left. There's a mod called Project Cook. Yeah, it's the one that that I'm using right now, and that is Rocco. Same modder. Constructive feedback versus drama farming. To be honest, like, I don't even think those people realize that they're drama farming a lot of the time, Jim. I think they're just not thinking before they speak. Like, it doesn't go through their heads that the people that have made these features might be watching, but also that the people that are watching you from your audience might regurgitate those views. At the end of the day, as much as I despise the term influencer in this regard, you know, we all have influence over our viewers, and it's important to think about what we're saying. Okay, I'm actually going to pull this out of there because that looks like a god-awful path to go down. But it is the path to the farm, so... Ooh, uncomfortable wind chill. When there's a hot topic, I always wait for my streamer of choice to form and share their opinion so I can adopt it as my own. Ah, you must be a ninja viewer. Yes, or Mizkif, or XQC. Definitely XQC. Yep, XQC viewer confirmed. Do you have mod on in building / crafting? Yes. Yeah, as we were just talking about, I've got in the mod pack, you should find it in there. It should be like neat building and neat crafting and Project Cook. Sorry, I realize my bitterness is showing. I'll stop that. No, it's okay. We come to expect it from you, Jim. You wouldn't be the old man of the channel without the bitter outlook on general life. Oh God. Your jaded view on the world is part of why we appreciate you. Oh, good. That was a great time for my weapon to break. And now I have a switchblade. And there's a feck off a huge group of zombies right there. I walked all that way and my weapons broke. Damn it. I don't know what to do here, chat. Whether we need to go back or whether we try and push on a little bit and just take like small numbers. Good fence. Yeah, we could use the fence here. The problem with that stuff, though, is they're not as good as they used to be now because of that bug. So if any more than one zombie comes over at a time, it's like you immediately have to back up and abandon. What up, Lefir? What up, Celine? Thank you both for the follows. Well, it was being funny when I called it shit. I know the devs have busted their asses on build 42. There are so many really cool immersive elements in it that I really loved. I even like the crafting. Takes so many realistic steps. I just think the crafting menu has a long way to go to be where they want it for stable. 100%. Yes. Agreed. Agreed. No argument here. None at all. Run in the cornfield and see if you get any cuts. That seems like a horrible idea. No, look, there are no bad ideas here. Okay? But there are terrible ones. And I regret to inform you that that was one of them. Oh, well, I fucked that up, haven't I? See, me and fences just don't get along anymore. Screw this. Ugh, I gotta go all the way back and get another weapon. It's fine. Well, hidden treat. It's fine, chat. I'm not mad. What up, Bluto? Nanite farming in No Man's Sky, watching Duck potentially die? How dare you? You can potentially suck on D's nuts. Alright, brother? How dare you have so little faith in me? Oh, I can't. I don't know why I picked those up. I don't need those. I need a weapon, in the words of Spartan 117. I need a weapon. Sorry. Okay, I'll do. You need to keep an eye out for another hammer because, like, I don't actually have one outside of this one. Hammer and melee weapons right now. I was honestly sold on Build 42 when I first saw that I could have raccoons. I actually screamed. There. What is the fence bug you were mentioning? So basically, let's imagine 2 zombies come over a fence. The targeting right now is bugged so that if you hit one as it comes over, right, but it doesn't die immediately. It's just on the ground. It's not attacking you. But it's on the ground and it's flattened. If another zombie comes over the fence, it will still only target the first zombie. It will not target the second one at any point in the animation, which means that second zombie is going to get a guaranteed hit on you. Like, you cannot attack it. So it, like, guarantees that you're going to be knocked over when there's more than one zombie coming over a fence at the same, like, at a similar time. God damn it. All over. Jeez. It's a really, really frustrating bug. One that makes a big impact on clearing out groups of Zeds. Oh, good morning, Frank. Are you waking up from a little nap? Are you? Oh. Woke up from a nap and grumbled at me, gave me like a big grump, and then led back down. He's such a big snoozer, Frank. He loves his daytime naps. Jesus. So many Zeds. Good job we got so much winter clothing. Would turning multi-hit on counteract it? Maybe. I don't know, but like that's, I mean, if you're happy to play with multi-hit, then yeah, I guess you could try it. I always used to play with multi-hit on when I started. It was actually like a big thing when I was first like making content about Project Zomboid, and when I was first streaming it as well. I had a lot of people that were very gatekeepy about sort of like playing with multi-hit. Telling me that, like, you know, I was playing on easy mode and that it wasn't the real experience. plus other shit, and it's caused me to be a very big advocate for play the game however you want to play it, and don't let anybody tell you any differently. Because people are assholes. No, you're not allowed to have fun. You must play on hard mode only. How dare you play your video game that you purchased the way you want it? Oh, fuck off. This right here, this section of my screen right here is bullshit. That's what this is. It's bullshit. Fuck. Do I go and get the shotgun? I don't get it. If you're swinging a katana around, how would it not hit multiple zombies, you know? I don't know. It's just one of those things. It's like, wait, who cares? Like, play the game how you want to play it. Who cares whether someone is using multi-hit or not? Like, multi-hit is easy mode for sure. You guys think you'd be out there hitting multiple zombies with one swing? Why does it matter? It doesn't matter if it's realistic or not. Like, there are a ton of things in this game that aren't realistic. Doesn't matter at all. Let people play the game the way they want it. Like, the whole game is customizable and moddable. Like, it literally lets you change almost all of the settings. Why are you bothered? You know what's unrealistic? Fucking zombies. Exactly. Legit. They can play soft baby mode. I'm not stopping them. All right, buddy. All right, bud. You can take off your fake neck beard anytime. All right, and you go play your hard game while the rest of us actually enjoy our time spent with video games that we've paid for. You go back to typing essays on Reddit, and we'll be here when you're ready to have an adult conversation. Okay, I'm grabbing the shotgun. This is the decision I've made. It may be a terrible decision, and we may be about to die. But I've made it anyway because I want to try the shotgun trajectory mod. And I'd also like to try the new Firearms mod that I'm using. Let's see here. Hello, Fridstall. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? I was using a mod that adds recipes to allow you to do things like make plaster bags and paint because I wanted to build a survivor village from the ground up, complete with decorated rooms. Someone shared a screen cap of it, only for another person to immediately declare it wasn't playing the game properly. It's so childish. People are always allowed to play the way they want. Yeah, exactly. Sure. No one said you can't play multi-hit. Just saying IRL, you would not be able to hit 3 zombies with one axe swing or pushing multiple zombies. No, but it's come up as a result of us talking about being able to play the game you want to, which clearly indicates that you don't think that is the case. If you're trying to say otherwise, then you're outright lying. Like, otherwise, why bring it up at that moment, right? Like, it's very clear what your sentiment is. But if you want to like backtrack now, then I guess by all means. You do you, brother. I'm gonna head out because it's 12 a.m. That sounds like a good idea. Get yourself some sleep, my friend. Thank you for stopping in. Appreciate you. Have yourself a good night. Thanks for hanging out with us so long today, Kai. Multi-hit screwdriver only run. Dude, I'd actually kind of like to see that. Does it, if you've got multi-hit on and you hit like a group of zombies with a weapon, does it reduce the durability per zombie hit or per swing? Like, genuine question. It's like, if you're using something like screwdriver, would it break super fast with multi-hit on? Or just the regular speed? Dude, I ain't hitting shit. Look at this. Look at this cursor. This is prepare for this all to go wrong, chat, and we have to leave. I want to shish kebab a line of zombies with a line of 5 zombies with a single spear thrust. And you are within your right to do so, Crazed. Actually, you know what? The fact that you're saying this, the person with the name Crazed Harpooner, that kind of checks out, you know? And I wouldn't want to stand in your way. Any ideas what's coming in the next update? Nah. Can't tell you. Even if I did know, I wouldn't be able to tell you. I would not be allowed, but I don't know. Right, let's see here. Oh. What? Why is it not firing? Why is it not firing? It's not firing! What? Oh, it's on safe mode? How the... What the fuck has it got a safety for? Hang on. Oh my... I'm pressing the safe button. Switch to semi. Load rounds. Rack safe. I'm clicking the safe button. Listen, I'm just putting it out there. That's dumb UI design. Okay? Because why would it say switch to semi? There will be guns where there's full auto. Surely I'd expect that to be where the fire mode switch was, not the safety. If that was an M16, I just think one of those was the fire rate and one was the safety. No? Maybe I'm dumb. I don't know. It's very possible. Oh, Lord Jesus, that's a lot of zombies. I suck with firearms. Well, I can tell you right now, Chad, we're not killing all of these. I don't have the ammo. Holy shit, is that muscle strain kicking in for... Oh my god, that's insane. I've not really engaged with firearms since build 42. That muscle strain level? Is wild. Okay, gotta get back to the truck now because... Step on it! Get wrecked. Now. Now, chat. Because obviously, I planned for this. Okay. Because obviously I planned for this, and I know what I'm doing, what I am actually going to do now is perform part 2 of my glorious plan that I definitely didn't just think of off the top of my head right now. So we have come up this road and we're now parked up here. What I'm going to do, I think I'm going to try to do, is I'm going to walk around the edge of this field and come down here, because by my logic, all of those zombies will have now walked up this path from the house, right? Because we've drawn them all away with the shotgun. So I'm gonna sneak in the back is the plan, okay? And I knew that. I knew that before we engaged, because I'm the best Project Zombie player that ever... No, I'm joking. I had no fucking idea what I was... I literally just thought of that in the moment. But we're gonna do that, I think. We're gonna go around the edge. Your shotgun trajectory mod isn't working. I did think that, yeah, it definitely didn't seem like it was. But I think maybe it'll be because maybe it's like the Firearms mod that I'm using is the Filibuster Rhymes one. Maybe it's just not, it doesn't work with mods, I don't know. Okay, there's one zombie. Is it just the one? Yeah. I'll make sure I'm not being followed by the whole horde. Okay, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there are a few back there, but I don't... Surely they don't come the whole way, right? Oh, no. No, they're all coming up here, okay. That's how much noise the truck makes. God damn it, dude. Never mind. The farm was not to be. Well, now I don't know where we're going. It's 9:20 in the morning and I've got to figure out where we're headed off to next. Could potentially be a cool place to stop, but those dirt tracks are just going to be covered in trees. If we go further up this way, there's like this big lake house with a greenhouse and antique stove. Oh, they have chickens potentially, and a table. Oh, okay. We could try this place again. Might be quite a few zombies here. That could be a good one. A lot of. Let's do that. We're gonna go all the way up this road until we hit this house here. I reckon. That's the plan. Checking that I've not had any pings that I need to pay attention to. Okay, good. And then here in a short while, chat, we're going to play some Dandelion Void. We're going to be the first, as far as I am aware, we're going to be the first content creator, or the first person to be able to show off any footage of Dandelion Void. Oh, also, you know what I am doing tomorrow as well that I've literally just remembered is we're going to be trying Shaw's new like upcoming update tomorrow as well. We're going to be the first person to play like outside the dev team. We're going to be the first person to play Shaw's new update as well, which is the MMO with no players. If you were wondering, the one that's like the MMO that replaces all the players with like NPCs that pretend to be players. They got like a new update coming up, and they said like if I wanted to, I could like play the early version and just play it on stream for a little bit. So yeah, that's we're actually going to do that tomorrow. Not that one. So we'll probably do some Project Zomboid followed by Shaw tomorrow. Man, the stuttering driving vehicles has gotten really bad in this last update. Okay, just putting away our firearm and our extra ammo. Went through like 2 full boxes of shells there. Anything else I need to drop? Hemp dog bane. Okay. What are you doing, Frank? Hmm? You being a goober? You being a little goober? He's so cute, chat. He's just sitting under my desk like a good boy. Hang on. Frank cam needed. Frank cam. Look at him. Look at him, chat. Hey, Frankie. He's such a good boy. This is under my desk, by the way. This is Project Zomboid. Right? On the monitor. This is the setup. Ooh, flashy PC. And he's just chilling. He's a good boy. Oh yeah. I can barely reach down there. Yeah. You're a good egg. He sits like such a little gremlin. And his eyes never look at the same thing. He can't help it. But they both look at different things. Don't you, Frank? Yeah, you're a good boy. He's got his legs tucked between his other legs. I love when he does this. He's such a good egg. The wee babe. Yes. Yes. He's a good boy. He's quite happy just to sit under there while I stream. I love how Frenchies sit on their butts. Like, honestly, he is the most adorable boy. And that's just around there. That's his ball that he can't be without. That's like his emotional support ball. He carries it around with him everywhere. If he's got access to it, it comes around with him. He never leaves it. He's just the best. I love him so much. Anyway. I'm my cat's emotional support ball, really. It's just literally, speak of the devil, he's just picked up his ball now. He's just picked up his ball and has come and stood under my feet as if to be like, yes, Dad, give me attention. Play. And I have to be like, no, work. Work, Frankie. You know what, though? I think this will be a good place to wrap up this VOD here. And move on to Dandelion Void, because we'll be setting ourselves up to hit this like farm building at the start of the next stream, and I think that will be a really good way to do it. So I think if we wrap up this section here, so next up we're going to be doing some Dandelion Void. We have a first like chance to play the game, and it was made by Project Zomboid modders of the popular Save Our Station mod. So if you're interested in that, stick around. If you're watching this on the YouTube channel, thank you very much for watching. If you want to come and check out these Twitch streams live when they're recorded, there will be a link down to the Twitch stream in the description. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.